Whatever happened to gaming? Whatever happened to the love, passion, and respect put into making a good game 10 to 20 years ago? Well, it's still there for the indie part of gaming that aren't funded by big companies and have creative control. But for the AAA part, it's kinda gone downhill. With poor optimization, repetitive gameplay, cliche storylines, and lack of creativity, AAA games have really just lost their magic. And it's kinda sad to see it. AAA games were some of my favorites, like Mario Galaxy, Team Fortress 2, or the Pokemon games, when games were made to be played and enjoyed over and over again, and costed $30 to $60. But newer games have no replayability or even interest. They only care about better graphics and making them win awards. Also, they cost double for a game I'm only gonna play once. Like, what? But today, that's just normal for AAA games to be a shell of what they used to be, being boring, money hungry, and unoriginal. It's just normal now. But when did it all start to go wrong? Well, for that, we need to flip all the way back to 2016 and 2017 to find out. So let's go, guys, come on! In 2016, the PS4 and Xbox One turned 3 years old, and a lot of AAA games came out, like Persona 5, Dark Souls 3, and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. 2 of the 3 of these games here are amazing, which are Persona 5 and Dark Souls, which are loved by players, compared to Infinite Warfare that players hated for its repetitive gameplay and microtransactions. And keep in mind, the microtransactions fully killed the game. Keep that in mind. Then in 2017, one of the saddest things in gaming history happened. The closure of Club Penguin, being one of gaming's best games. Also, games didn't get any better. The games that came out this year were Sonic Forces, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, and Dragon Quest XI. Only 1/3 of the games were good, being Dragon Quest XI. Sonic Forces was a short game with bad gameplay, and for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, it's a short game with nothing to do after beating it, with the same old Pokemon gameplay as usual. Since 2016 passed, AAA games have just been getting worse, with music, gameplay, story, and worst of all, microtransactions. So let's talk about these each more in depth and find out why they've become more inferior than the last. First of all, let's talk about music. And music hasn't got worse over the years, more like forgettable. And to show this, we're going to be putting Mario Galaxy up against Mario Odyssey in music. And the first time I played Mario Galaxy was in 2018. So the whole nostalgia thing just won't work. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Alright, so these are all the songs I remember from both games. And keep in mind, I listened to the OST of both games before I put any of the songs down. But if I didn't recognize a song in 10 seconds or less, then it was out the door. But goddamn, that's a lot of songs. And you guys may be thinking that that's all the songs. No, I had a full page of Galaxy songs which I remembered, and I only went off the most famous ones that I remembered. So just keep that in mind also. This shows that games are starting to have forgettable music, which is really sad because in-game music is some of my favorite, like Unwavering Heart from Pokemon Black and White or Heartbreak Heartbreak from Persona 4, which are fire titles which I listen to on a regular basis, which are really good. And I don't listen to any newer music from games like Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, or Pokemon Sword and Shield because all those songs just really sound alike, and I kinda just don't like that. Secondly, we have gameplay, and we're going to be counting gameplay as how fun the game is to play for long sessions, exploration, and replayability. And to show this, we're going to be using Borderlands 2 against Borderlands 3 to compare. Borderlands is known for its great exploration, and they kept that in Borderlands 3. And for the longer sessions, it's really good because of the exploration and grinding. But for the replayability, Borderlands 3 is lacking hard compared to Borderlands 2 because Borderlands 2 had major characters in the game that you would replay just to see them. But in Borderlands 3, there's nothing like that. Also, grinding is way harder in Borderlands 3 than in Borderlands 2, so you waste more time just trying to get a gun you need with the perks instead of exploring in Borderlands 3. Overall, I would say AAA gameplay has went down a little bit from back in the day, but nothing major, so I'd say AAA still gets a little dub for this one. Then we have the story. So we're putting Last of Us 1 against Last of Us 2, and all Last of Us 2 has to do is continue the story and make it okay. Not good, not great, just okay, and they take the dub. Easy as that. So Last of Us 1 is known for its amazing story, with Joel and Ellie in a post-apocalyptic world, where they try to find a cure for an outbreak, but can't. Overall, the story is great, and all Last of Us 2 had to do was continue the story from where it ended, or a bit in the future, like they did. But they also did tons of dumb things in the story, like kill off every mailman character, kill off Joel 2 hours in, make you feel bad for a villain that doesn't deserve it, or the ending as a whole, with a lot of other things. And Last of Us 2 is a main example of what's happening to AAA story in the modern day. AAA companies are starting to ruin their best IPs, like Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid, and Paper Mario, by releasing a new game in this series with garbage story, killing off the game's reputation. And the reason they do it is because it's just easy money. Because they see a reputable name like Last of Us, think it's gonna have an amazing story, but the story's complete garbage when they get it. And last of all, microtransactions. Microtransactions have been riddled in games since 2016, wanting you to buy accessories or skins for your character, like in Valorant or in Apex Legends, where you could buy skins for your gun or skins for your character. But sometimes it's pay to win, like in Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you spend money so you can unlock better characters faster, or in Call of Duty, where you buy supply drops that give you skins that have certain stat ups. And that's a main reason why AAA games just aren't as good as they used to be. When I bought a game before, I didn't have to spend any money on it, but now, if I don't spend any money on it, I can't compete with other players and I suffer for it. Modern day AAA games just aren't as fun as how they used to be, caring more about making and saving money than the love of their fan base. I only wish AAA games could go back to how they used to be, so I could relive my childhood in the modern day, but if that can't happen, at least we have indie games to fill up the space. What I learned from making this video is that I'm happy that I had a good childhood growing up. I'm happy that even though it's gone, I'm still gonna have memories of playing all these older games like Sunshine and Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, and I'm happy that I experienced it. And I hope you guys realize that if you had a childhood like mine, you should be happy it happened, and not sad that it's all going away. Well, that's the whole video, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys later.